You know how it feels like your glasses are still on your head? Anyway, I wanted to thank people for responding that I have touched their soul and stuff, and really it's called resonation. Your heart longs for the sound of its own knowledge, its own knowing. You already know. See, we have a problem with the heart in this world. Most people are not operating from there. That is the challenge. That is our religion. That is the religion that calls for you, right? The church is like, ooh, ah, there is a God. Maybe it's love. That's my reptilian act. Um, because they're all excited. They're like, yes, guess what? Vibrational frequency. And it's like, we already knew that, so now what? Anything going to change? I mean, just around and around you go. And for $19.99, you can get your tape and seminar, and this one is free. Yeah, right. Okay, so anyway, God, there's planets in Gemini, but you can't miss this. See, you need to be careful if you're a high frequency communicator and or healer. You're not being liked right now by the people that don't want any communication at all and stuff. And it's like, well, and because you're just like putting it out, and they're like stomp on you, and it's like, well, I guess I'll take myself somewhere else. I don't know, babe. I was just right here to tell you there was a question. Somebody's saying, I want to be and I want to do the right thing. The only right thing that you can do here in this life is, I'm going to say it slowly, pay attention, no matter what. It's the same as saying, stay purely aware. Because there isn't anything there isn't anything worth sacrificing over that. There's something that a guru says about this, and I don't know how to say it. I mean, it's so bitchin' the way he says it. He just makes you realize, oh, yeah, that's true. There isn't anything more valuable than your awareness. There is nothing that you should sacrifice um, uh, over just staying in your awareness, which is, it's pretty complex. A lot of people do not think I'm a real person. It's like, yeah, no, it's possible to have just slipped through the cracks of the system and sits here after having been able. See, I just had to explain myself to somebody, and it's like, you know what? I have to write a book. And yeah, I would love to get help with the Patreon thing and put that book. I would have several books, audiobooks, and I would, if I'm more and more focused, see, when you're getting taken care of with just a little bit of monetary support, me, because I'm just speaking for myself, then you'll know your potential to create when that worry is taken care of. It's good to do something that is bringing you in the money. But you notice a lot of people, they just say, well, just donations, folks, donations. Hey, you don't, it's another way of saying, I suck, I'm not going anywhere, but, hey, for the effort, can you put in a couple? And it's like, oh, God, I really actually, I have, we have to solve the problem of the monetary system, which is currently just a kind of a nice kind of protected tent which houses insane people. It's an insane asylum. It's an institution. And they don't want anybody to escape it, But the truth is that you can easily escape. I'm one of them. You don't hear me. You know what? You can like you tune in. You don't tune in. It's easy. I don't know about you, babe, but I'm allergic to people that only can talk about money and sales, and it's not a real conversation. That's like, so what now? Is there a life you're doing? That's the obvious. We got to make money here. How do you? You have see. This is what I'll see. This is what a lot of people. I'll probably form more enemies than not. And this is like, okay, whatever. Hi, Jesus. Did you have enemies? No, no. I love having this crucifix shoved up my ass, and then come here. See how it feels. By the way, you have to get rid of the mentally ill like that. Just make sure capital punishment is the best way. It's working. It's working. Getting back to, hey, it's kind of the liar has their nose growing, right? And just, I told a few lies for a minute there. I'm giving you a live performance that gives me joy. Um, I'm I'm want to get back to my natural self, who is this obnoxious. The kids love me, and there's only a few. Really, it's always been that I have friends of 20 years that are wondering what happened. Really, we're all wondering what happened. I mean, like 10 years ago, really. I mean, really. When that Pluto goes into fucking Capricorn 14 years ago, and you're a Libra generation or any kind of Libra planets at all, did you really maintain a sound, sane relationship? Or did you not notice that if it wasn't literal death happening all around you, figuratively, you have slowly let go of a lot of things about what you thought of yourself, and hopefully you fell into somewhat of an entrepreneurship, or maybe just, finding your self-worth in some other way than relying on something that is completely fake. Luckily, you can rewind this and keep playing it over and over again, and I don't have to hear you say, you know what, I'm working right now. I really don't have, this is really rude. Really, really, you make about as much sense as a turd in the punch bowl. Because maturity knows. I mean, this is just there's facts, and the wisdom will pipe it out. We say, well, people take the time and they make the time for the things that they're interested in. I mean, that's a natural. You don't, that's not a try. That's like, rub your eyes and see. Did they prioritize you right then? Well, they don't find you very interesting right then and there, and keep tabs on how valuable they find you. If you can tack on money to their sense of non-involvement, go for it. That's gonna be something you're gonna have to keep tiptoeing around, like you're with your self-worth. I mean, make sure. Anyway, God, I'm trying, babe. What am I talking about? Maybe it's something you can relate to, right? Because I am humanity, guaranteed. Don't miss this time astrologically. All of this communication. Why? How do we heal? Through communication. Why? What does communication do? Well, the therapist is doing all kinds of forms of controversial communication, but papa is number one. There's a type of communication that happens between two people, and these two people are very different, diametrically opposite, as a matter of fact, not necessarily limited to the phenomenon of there being men and women, although both of them are prone, one more the other, to the disease that is the mind, where now we're going to have this conversation. Have you ever experienced the mind? Or is it just the experience, the only experience you're having? See, the narcissist is a fully encapsulated mind. I'm going to run by some psychological terms now. In psychology, they call people also objects. See, there's objects that are located in reality, and then there are objects that you form in your mind. The narcissist only forms objects in their mind, and then they only interact with that. You may have had the experience with this because you can be right in front of their face, and they're still interacting with whatever they have accumulated of you. It's called a snapshot. The term snapshot is a psychological term that was formed in the 90s before Facebook. So anyway, they're only interacting with this picture, and if you really look, I mean, really, I find it peculiar to, you're trying to make friends with these people, and they'll lead you through their home, and then it's time that you're going into the hallway, and there's a collage of pictures, and they show a wedding and a family reunion and a picnic, and really you're in the stage of trying to find out, are these people human beings or not? I don't know. Can I trust them? Is this a sound transaction? See, I have a whole other video that says, you know what, we shouldn't be interacting at all with each other unless you have a sound energetic transaction, which indeed 100% can include money. Money. Yeah, of course, you support each other. You support each other. You take care of each other. So getting back to this phenomena of wondering, first of all, you're sensing, well, that didn't feel right, and that didn't feel right. And now they're going to show you these pictures that you're supposed to. It's kind of rude because you're trying to get to know them, but they're saying, "Not this is me." And see, I don't have a collage of pictures. I mean, yeah, you can. It's all the past, and none of it is you right now. Especially to that person that you're showing it to. I mean, do you have a presence for them? Can you accumulate anything of value there? Rather than trying to bolster yourself up with a picture. This is a conversation that a Buddhist master is having with you right now. We further the stories that are told by the other Buddhist masters. I mean, there's always stories told like, well, Tilopa said to Naropa, look up the disciple Tilopa to Naropa, or there's all kinds of this phenomena. It's not just Jesus to blah, blah. Nah. You people don't really know what you're talking about. You have thrown that all out, by the way. It's so valuable to keep listening to each other and keep communicating. You don't learn and keep historical content by losing eye contact with each other and then listening to fuckface over there in a tie, and a necktie. So what you're to do in this life, to do the right thing, all it is, and you'll be surprised how tough it is for a lot of people, right? Because there's so many distractions that says that you're doing it wrong, or no, pay attention to me, right? It's a fucking fight for your attention right now. It is. And the people that are freed up and I'm not trying to get attention here. See, that's the thing I was just going to say. It's like, is an eagle trying to get attention? Or is its design calling out just to you, your curiosity? You says, how the hell does that thing fly? Do you want to cut its wings off, or do you want to just say, look at that, and oh my God, why did I experience it so closely like that? It's almost like it's circling me now. I don't know, babes. Allow good experiences in as far as your feelings. Now, I know that a lot of people are in the middle of dis-ease, and I'm here to tell you that there is instant healing by just going in and feeling. Feeling is healing. Healing is feeling. And you don't get that done without communicating. You don't have to communicate to people about it. You communicate to yourself on a very deep level. And if a relationship is available for you to get a reflection from in any way, shape, or form, you better be taking advantage of that, because you are being useless to yourself. Sorry. This is just the truth, babes. The best thing, if you want to do the right thing, always pay attention. Deeply. Deeply. Especially with people. Because that seems to be the ecology that is a make or break to this experience here. Like, oh my God, what are we collectively doing? Well, right now it's a big collective fucking parade of ignorances that are maintaining that this is the way to do it. And it's like, now what are we going to do? Because I'm saying the only way to do it is to fucking pay attention. Comment section down below. Did you figure out that paying attention was the key to doing something right? Because there's a feeling that you want to go after, and that is to feel good. I'm here to tell you that God or feeling good, feeling God, is a frequency found within your body. When you hit certain truths, now you can start small and go big, but I'm here to tell you, babes, to have patience. Because, what happens for me, that I know that I'm onto something about the language thing and how that this needs to happen. See, your whole body will tell you, by way of just your immune system gets pumped up. I've said, this was 4 years ago when the C-19 thing was happening, not denying that they didn't release a pathogen. I mean, I will tell you the fact that most all illnesses and diseases are released and manufactured. It's a business they're conducting. Cancer, wasn't clear. Those are your feelings, and they're trying to point you at what causes it. It's like, you want cancer? You're If you deny your feelings, you're going to get cancer. It's intergalactic. It's pretty much that we're agreeing that we see cancer, yes, and we're still going to stay diseased. No, because if you really saw cancer, what it really is, it's pointing at your feelings, babe. We don't know any other word that points at cancer except for in astrology. The sheep here that's been here for thousands of years, now they just call it cancer because it's like they're trying to tell us, well, they figure it out. They have to go to their feelings. If you deny your feelings come with emotions. This is a huge subject matter, and I would love to unfold it. Unfortunately, I didn't have much to eat today. Today would have been a great day to have somebody closer to me that comes home to me and says, I can tell you're channeling right now. Do you need a little bit of the leftovers that you made us the other day right now? I mean, just take time and, just to help me out with grounding. It's called grounding. And what I've been achieving since having been downloaded with stuff, um, it's nothing but, it's just more packing on the autobiography that I need to take time to. I like that idea that people are trying to help me with this because I didn't know. Please keep talking to me about it, because the more you put it in my head, see, I'm the kind of person, I'm an Aries rising, and I need that input. I need that help. I need friends, real life friends, babes. I'm an Aquarius moon who might be emotionally kind of stuck on that. I mean, really, I am. That's officially, if you're an Aquarius, then you either have sun, moon, or a rising sign in it. So I'm an Aquarius also. I have the moon there. Very weird, by the way. I'm like Spock. I'm like, let's analyze this emotion, and from where did it come from? I'm sure it came from somewhere. Was it the subconscious or the conscious, or was it unconscious? And it's true that that is indeed going on. You do not want to follow the emotions that are coming from the subconscious mind, because really, actually, you want to destroy that fucking thing and make sure it's rewired by something that comes in at the perfect time. When you are traumatized as hell, you have most likely hit rock bottom and your ego is toast. Now, if God loves you, they will send you a messenger who says something that your heart is longing to hear the sound of. All it's doing is making you remember something that quite possibly you have forgotten, not only over this lifetime, but lifetimes. And it's time to wake up now. This phenomena has been happening for fucking thousands of years, where the guru appears when you most needed it. For me, it was a book. There's books that you can be handed over, and I didn't open that book until I didn't know what else to do. I had that book for like 19 years. My mom gave it to me, called Only One Sky. It's a translation of a conversation that happened between master and disciple from Talopa to Naropa, the Song of Mahamudra. Now, just mentioning it, it has brought me such the thing that if you like anything of my material, like how I can just bust through, and if I help you a little bit, that's what has helped me. It's only a reminder. See, Mahamudra means the ultimate, and then mudra means expression. Now, it's a conversation about your fullest potential, and I'll begin with it here, but what it is, Only One Sky, it's a translation that Bhagwan Sri Rajneesh does, better known as Osho. He's a controversial figure. He looks like a terrorist to any American, and in fact, America tried to kill him because isn't there an occupation on this plane that tries to kill everybody that has kind of like a beard? And hi, Jesus, am I talking about you? A little bit, but I was a woman, but it's okay. Okay, but what's that story? How come it was a woman? Well, it's just the feminine side. The feminine side knows more, and a lot of people like these other people, especially women like Osho. Okay, um, yeah. So with all these people, there's something that's going to stomp them down, and they are the help. They are the ones who are helping you right here and stealing from you over here. And I don't know, you're just miserable, that's all. You're miserable. No, you're miserable. Miserable. What the fuck is miserable? Miserable is more like it. Are you at heist? Are you at heist? Let's look at it. at high. Whoops, sorry. I kind of drizzled it together. Sorry about that. I mean, God, they're going to be. Woo! Woo! Let me tell you what an atheist is. Everything that has to do with the Roman Catholic Church. Whatever kills Jesus over there. And it's still happening over and over and over. And these people, if you know what I'm saying, press like and describe. They hit you over the head with this scripture about how it was justified that some man gave their life so that they may. It just doesn't fucking. Can you shut up and explain yourself a little bit more, please? I get it. I get it. You want me to explain to you what it is? It couldn't happen any other way to show the corrupt system unless every once in a while somebody sacrifices themselves as a leader. Of course, once they're found, it's like, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. And then, yeah, try it. Go and tell somebody no over there that they're doing it wrong because they are. And then watch what happens. You're going to get a fucking mob chasing after you. That's that story. If you ever get a mind of your own, that's your story.